wisdom begins in wonder. An honest man is always a child. The unexamined life is not worth living. Life, if lived without awareness, is like a river flowing endlessly without knowing its destination. Humans, endowed with the ability to think and reflect, were not born to exist as mere plants or animals. We are here not just to indulge, but to understand, to perceive, and to seek the meaning of our very existence. When we fail to examine our lives, we become like travelers wandering in the darkness without a guiding light. Our steps aimless, our hearts hollow. Yet self-examination is not about finding perfection or denying mistakes, but about recognizing who we are, where we have faltered, and how we must change. It is the path that brings us closer to truth, to the essence of our being. Life becomes truly worthwhile when we persist in questioning, exploring, and learning from our experiences and failures. Only when we dare to face ourselves and seek answers does life transform into a journey of profound meaning and purpose. He who is not contented with what he has would not be contented with what he would like to have. True knowledge exists in knowing that you know nothing. The secret of change is to focus all your energy, not on fighting the old, but on building the new. Virtue does not come from wealth, but wealth and every other good thing come from virtue. I know that I am intelligent, because I know that I know nothing. Knowledge, when viewed with pride, becomes merely a shadow of itself. When one claims to know all, they shut the door to learning and step into the darkness of complacency. But when we realize that the world is vast, and what we know is but a grain of sand in an endless desert, only then do we truly begin to understand. Intelligence is not about hoarding superficial knowledge, but about the infinite desire to explore and to question. Those who admit they know nothing are the ones brave enough to face the truth, and from that humility, they find the light of discovery. Knowledge is not a treasure locked in a glass case, but a river that flows endlessly, stopping only when we cease to seek. Understanding the limits of one's knowledge is not a weakness, but the greatest strength. For only then can we let go of ego, open our hearts, and connect with the boundless wonder of life. Envy is the ulcer of the soul. To know is to know that you know nothing. That is the meaning of true knowledge. Understanding a question is half the answer. He is richest who is content with the least, for contentment is the wealth of nature. The greatest way to live with honor in this world is to be what we pretend to be. It is not living that matters, but living rightly. Be slow to fall into friendship, but when you are in, continue firm and constant. True wisdom comes to each of us when we realize how little we understand about life, ourselves, and the world around us. Find yourself. Think for yourself. People often get caught in the whirlwind of opinions, prejudices, and the well-worn paths laid out by society. They follow the voices around them, believing in truths handed down by others, without pausing to ask, is this truly my path? When we stop thinking for ourselves, we lose control of our minds, allowing them to drift aimlessly like a rudderless ship on the vast ocean of life. Thinking for oneself does not mean rejecting all other opinions, but questioning them. challenging the obvious to uncover one's own truth. Only when we dare to face doubt, to move past the fear of being wrong, do we truly reach the essence of who we are. Finding yourself is not about discovering a place to belong, but attaining a state of freedom within the mind. It is when you cease to be a shadow of someone else and become the most authentic and unique version of yourself, because you dared to think, to understand, and to be. Be as you wish to seem. Know thyself. I cannot teach anybody anything. I can only make them think. Death may be the greatest of all human blessings. The hottest love has the coldest end. The only good is knowledge, and the only evil is ignorance. It is better to change an opinion than to persist in a wrong one. In all of us, even in good men, there is a lawless wild beast nature, which peers out in sleep. Not life, but good life, is to be chiefly valued. Education is the kindling of a flame, not the filling of a vessel. Knowledge should not merely be a pile of words stacked upon one another, like a water vessel growing heavier and lifeless with every drop. When education focuses solely on filling minds, it turns people into memorizing machines, stripping away their ability to feel, imagine, and create. But if education is a flame, it burns not just for a moment, but spreads, inspiring and illuminating even what seemed to have been lost in the shadows. The flame of knowledge warms the heart and lights the path, awakening curiosity and an insatiable thirst for understanding. A mind ignited by such a flame will never stand still. It continues to seek, to grow, and to explore the unknown. True education is not about turning people into vessels brimming with facts, but about giving them the power to discover and illuminate their own way. For a single flame, however small, can chase away the darkness and ignite countless other flames in its wake. An unconsidered life is not a life worth living. The easiest and noblest way is not to be crushing others, but to be improving yourselves. Contentment is natural wealth. Luxury is artificial poverty. No man has the right to be an amateur in the matter of physical training. It is a shame for a man to grow old without seeing the beauty and strength of which his body is capable. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. Strong minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events. Weak minds discuss people. Beware the barrenness of a busy life. False words are not only evil in themselves, but they infect the soul with evil. I am not an Athenian or a Greek, but a citizen of the world. The hour of departure has arrived, and we go our ways, I to die and you to live. Which is better, only God knows. When the debate is over, slander becomes the tool of the loser. Those who are hardest to love need it the most. Let him who would move the world first move himself. How can one hope to change the world when his own soul remains imprisoned by chaos, ambition, and fear? The world, with its immovable stones of prejudice and its rushing rivers of conflict, cannot be shifted by the feeble hands of an unrefined mind. He who wishes to lead others must first lead himself. He who desires change must begin at the nearest and most tangible place, within his own being. To move oneself is not merely an act, but a transformation. It is the courage to peer into the depths of one's inner self, to accept weaknesses, shed layers of pretense, and confront the essence of who one truly is. Only when one becomes strong and clear within can that strength resonate outward and touch others. The power to change the world does not come from external force, but from a heart that understands itself. Only then will every word, every action carry weight, and the world will have no choice but to listen. Remember that there is nothing stable in human affairs. Therefore, avoid undue elation in prosperity or undue depression in adversity. Employ your time in improving yourself by other men's writings, so that you shall gain easily what others have labored hard for.